I'm answering Google questions. We'll see how this goes. First Google question. Where do real estate agents get leads? That's a loaded question because it really could be anywhere that agents can get leads. Some agents pay for advertising on sites such as Zillow and Realtor.com, and some agents just simply network. Some agents go on social media and go really deep on Instagram and YouTube, and some agents will go out and door knock and cold call until they get leads. So there are tons of different ways that real estate agents can get leads. The best part about being a real estate agent, though, is you can find which way works for you. You can work with whatever you enjoy most when it comes to getting your own leads. Question number 2, when do real estate agents work? That's a good one. 24/7. Question number 3. No, but really, real estate agents work 24/7. A lot of them do set business hours, and a lot of agents who run teams or who have a big business, they do try and spend time with their families or spend time with their kids or their pets. Whatever it is, they do have boundaries. But a lot of real estate agents truly do work all the time. We are working nights, we are working weekends, we are working on vacation. They always say that if you feel like your business is getting a little slow, go on vacation and it will pick right back up, because it does happen. I can't tell you the amount of vacations I've been on or weddings I've been to where I've been submitting offers right before we have to catch the bus to the wedding, or receiving multiple offers right before I'm walking into a big dinner. Whatever it is, it always happens without fail, especially when you go out of town. So real estate agents work all the time, and the best ones aren't afraid to take that extra time to put in the work. Question number 3. Why do real estate agents make so much? You know, that's a really interesting one, because the stat that comes to mind at first is that 93% of real estate agents fail in the first 3 years. Only 7% of real estate agents actually make it past a few years. And of that, the average agent only makes about $40,000 a year. It might be less than that, because most agents don't sell as much as you see or as much as you think they do. The other thing to really keep in mind when you're thinking about real estate agent pay is our base salary is $0. We have no salary. We are full commission. And so you eat what you kill. Real estate agents certainly do put in the work. And sure, yeah, the TV shows make it seem like it's easy, but it's a lot of work. And if you're running a big business, you have a lot of expenses. You have salaries, you have payroll, you have office expenses, you have equipment that you have to pay for, software, advertising, lead generation activities, education, continuing education, all kinds of stuff like that you have to pay for. And so it is a very expensive industry to be a part of. And that's why some of the best agents are reinvesting their money in their business so they can continue to grow. Because as you grow, you need to outpace all the expenses. That's why 93% of agents fail in the first 3 years, because they start spending a ton of money and they're not making as much as you think they might be. And the last piece on that is we get taxed like crazy. Because we're 1099, we get taxed a ton. We have to spend money on the business in order to offset a lot of the income that good agents do make. So good real estate agents can do very well, but the overwhelming majority of real estate agents are just getting by. Just because you see some of those big numbers on Netflix doesn't mean that that's actually what they're making.
The percentage of people actually making it.
Yeah, it's pretty low. All right, so question number 4, who do real estate agents work for? That's another very confusing question, because technically you could argue they all work for themselves, right? We're independent contractors. I have my own LLC that I technically am a W-2 employee for, but I also work for eXp Realty. I hang my license there. So technically I don't work for them, I'm just affiliated with them. You could also argue that I work for every single client of mine. Every single client is a boss. You know, the average person who's got a W-2 job has one boss. Us real estate agents who are 1099, sure, yeah, we work for a firm, but we are working for our clients. And so every single one of our clients is our own different boss. I would argue that I work for my clients, not necessarily for eXp Realty, and not even for my own company or for myself. I genuinely believe that I work for everyone who hires me.
Scary.
It is, dude. It's terrifying. Why do real estate agents fail? Well, considering that 93% of agents fail in the first 3 years, I would say most agents fail because they watch too much real estate agent TV and they watch too many shows that make them think that this is easy. It's not easy. It's not hard, but it's not easy. It's a lot of work. Being a real estate agent is a lot. You're constantly learning, you're constantly growing, you're constantly failing your way forward. You have to be able to take it to the chin every single day because something's gonna happen and it's gonna throw you off. And some days are harder to bounce back than others, but at the end of the day, you need to have thick skin and you need to be able to bounce back. We are salespeople. We only get paid when we sell things. We only get paid when we help people fulfill their needs of buying or selling real estate. We're not getting paid because you made a couple phone calls. You're not getting paid because you went to a cool open house and posted it on Instagram. You have to be out there working and you have to be consistent with it and you have to be relentless. That's why most agents fail, is because they don't have that mindset. They don't have that mindset of running from something. The good agents, the great agents are constantly running from something. Maybe something happened when they were growing up as a kid, or something happened in their early adult years or as a young professional that they just cannot go back to. And they're constantly running from that thought and having to go back to that every single day. I personally went completely broke when I started in real estate brokerage, and then again when I was getting into residential brokerage. And because of that, I run from those moments every single day. And that is what gives me that hunger and that drive to perform every single day. So most agents do fail, and most agents fail because they just don't have that drive. They think it's gonna be easy. Just because they got their real estate license, all their friends are gonna call them, all their family is just gonna want to buy and sell when interest rates are high. But that's not what happens. And you need to be willing to work. Otherwise, you're just gonna be another one of the 93%. All right, so those are my on-the-spot Google questions about what it's like being a real estate agent. Now, I'm gonna throw it back to you guys. I want you to go ahead and drop in the comments some of your questions about what it's like being a real estate agent. And don't hold back, because this is where we're pulling the curtain back and we're gonna show you what it truly is like to be a real estate agent. So be sure to drop a comment below asking some of these questions, and I'll see you next week.